Or 8 p.m. in India. Let's spend time. Let's start. Hello everyone. Welcome to this free webinar. I'm audible. Please confirm if I'm audible. If you guys want to ask anything, either you can use chat or you can unmute yourself and you can ask your question. You are allowed to unmute yourself, but when you are not speaking, make sure you will keep yourself on mute. But before starting this session, if anyone have any question, let's settle those questions first, because if we'll not settle those questions, it will be difficult to focus on content, even for me and for you, right? So few questions are coming in my mind. First of all, I will settle my question, and then definitely I will come on your question. The first question which is coming in my mind is, where are you from? I want to see from where people are joining me. Just type your city name in the chat. I want to see from where people are joining me, whether you are watching me on YouTube or maybe Facebook, or you are directly connected over here in the Google Meet. If you are directly connected here in the Google Meet, we can talk. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. First thing is, just type your city name in the chat. Type your city name in the chat. Let me check the YouTube chat as well here. Topic for this webinar is SD-WAN policies. The main beauty of SD-WAN. Chandigarh, Bangalore, DRC, let me open your chat here. YouTube chat, okay. Sultanpur, Noida, London, Bangalore, Chhattisgarh, Chennai, Maharashtra, Jaipur. Type your city name. Type your city name in the chat. Let me see from where people are joining me. And guys, there are two reasons why I asked this question. Reason number one, I want to know from where people are joining me, from where people are watching me. And the second reason, I wanted you to understand the power of technology. Someone is sitting in London, someone is sitting in Jaipur, someone is sitting in UK, and we all are connected. Salute to the technology. It was not possible just 20 years back, but today, just by a single click, you can become a host and we all can become your student. This is the power of technology, and we all are learning the same technology. How we are connected? If someone is sitting in UK, someone is sitting in London, someone is sitting in India, and we are communicating. See how? Just because of network. And maybe you are a network engineer or you are planning to become a network engineer. At the end, you are going to master this technology. So congratulations to everyone to decide to join this webinar to learn something, and I will try to give my best to make you understand the SD-WAN policies. And if you are going to learn it, if you will add it in your resume, it will help you to get job. If you are already working, it will help you to grow your professional career, right? So these were the two reasons why I asked you to type your city name, and this was the question which was coming in my mind, so I settled this question. Now if you guys have any question, please ask. You can use chat, or if you are here in the Google Meet, directly you can unmute yourself and you can speak, right? Let's settle your question, and after that directly we'll start our topic. I'm able to see so many people over here in the Google meeting. Prashant Thakur, Nitin, Rakesh, Amit. Amit is my student, right, Amit? Yes, you are already CCNA, CCNP student. I know you. This is the reason why always I ask you to join with your real name, so that we can know each other. We are like-minded. See, this is not social media.
Yes, I am hopeful.
Yeah, we all are like-minded. We all are working in the same industry, or maybe you are going to work in the same industry, right? We can learn from each other. For an example, someone is looking for job in the UK
हमें तो
and someone
बेसिकली
is
एक
already
फेक
there.
कुकी इंजेक्ट करनी पड़ेगी, ठीक है, और
Bro,
सीएसआर
put
में
yourself
ट्रांसक्रिप्शन
on mute, otherwise I have to remove you from the meeting, right? So if you are not speaking, please keep yourself on mute, right? So see how we can take benefit from these kinds of group. So many WhatsApp groups are there, like the PM networking discussion group, and more than 200 network engineers are connected there, right? So for example, someone is working in the UK as a network engineer, and someone is sitting in India who has dreamed to work in UK. So we are providing the platform where you can connect to the network engineer globally. And what we want you guys to talk with each other, take benefit, learn from each other, and at the same time, some technical trainers are there along with me. Some other trainers are there in all the free WhatsApp groups. Whenever you are putting the questions there, we are trying to share our answer, the best answer. There is some difference between trainer and engineer. We are not the pure trainer. We are first engineer, then trainer. First we are working in the industry, after that we are teaching, right? A trainer can teach you the syllabus. We can help you to understand the production network, the enterprises network. Topic for today is SD-WAN policies. You know, more than 75% enterprises are using SD-WAN globally. So many companies are there, even companies like Amazon, Google, Zomato, these types of companies are suffering to manage their infrastructure. Reason? There are very limited number of engineers who has mastery in the SD-WAN, in the SDN based solution, whether it is SD-WAN or SD Access or ACI. There are so many network engineers, traditional network engineers, but few number of modern network engineers. Companies are looking for modern network engineers, sir and madam, ladies and gentlemen. If you are going to learn the modern networking today, within 6 months you can take your professional career to the next level. Maybe someone has dreamed to work in companies like Cisco, Amazon, Google, right? This is the right time to master the modern technologies. And when I'm saying modern technologies, yes, I'm talking about SDN, software-based networking, where automation comes in picture, where AI comes in picture, artificial intelligence. Do I need to master artificial intelligence for full? Not at all. You need to learn the basic artificial intelligence, machine learning, so that you can automate the networking task, the same task which we were doing earlier through command line. Do I need to master the Python for automation? Not at all. Sir, you need to learn the basic Python so that you can automate some configuration. You can write the basic script to configure the OSPF, BGP protocols on the routers and switches. So if you have decided to sit for 2 hours today, just learn something. I'm going to share some scenario based production need. based on my existing experience with you in this webinar. The total duration of this webinar is going to be 2 hours. Within 2 hours, we have one special announcement for you as well, right? My team member is here. Mr. Arun is there who will deliver the opportunity, right? The announcement in between the webinar. And I am here responsible to teach you the policy, the most important part of Cisco SD-WAN with real-time example. I'm going to share my personal experience on SD-WAN today in this webinar. Now I'm checking the chat. If you have any question, you can also put, or if you want to speak, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Mumbai, Jaipur, Rajasthan. I have a question. Please help. I am confused. You're confused with what, brother? Depressed? Great, Vivek. Instead of writing this all, you can directly put your question. That will be better. Sir, is SDN mandatory for every network? Yes, SDN is mandatory for every traditional network engineer. Without SDN, if you are working, I am not saying that you cannot get job. You can definitely get job, but there is no future of routing and switching. Nowadays, company needs multi-talented engineers. And definitely you cannot escape the routing and switching, right? Routing and switching is the foundation, fundamental. We have to go through CCNA, CCNP only. You cannot directly jump to SD-WAN. First, CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN and firewall. This is mandatory for every network engineer. Sometimes people are asking about the offline training. Is it really needed to practice on physical devices? No, guys. Whatever tools are required to master the today's network, today's enterprise network, are already available at free of cost on the internet. You need little guidance to set up this all simulation. Little guidance. You can design the same enterprise network in your laptop. Even you can design it on the cloud. There are so many cloud providers. You can go with AWS, you can go with Google Cloud, you can go with Azure. Just purchase few resources, some resources, and set up your lab there. There are two benefits of doing lab on the cloud. You are going to learn the basic cloud, as well as you are going to practice on enterprise network. Even people who are learning from us, the SD-WAN, have already access to our server, where they are configuring these protocols, the modern networking technologies. What about the DevOps technology? First of all, brother, DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a culture. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps means what? Ops is operation, right? It is a culture. There are so many technology comes under DevOps. Like as I told you, automation. Automation is a part of DevOps. Right? So if anyone is fresher here who just want to enter in the networking industry, you will start with CCNA. Then you will go for CCNP. Then you will go for SD-WAN. Then you will go for firewall. Or you can first go for firewall and then SD-WAN. But always start from the CCNA, CCNP. That is the base foundation. Right? Then next question is, okay, good. Let me check this chat over here. Good evening, sir. Noida. Okay, great. So I am expecting we are done with the introduction. And is there anyone who is joining my live session for the first time? Who said, Praful, no, I have never joined your live class. This is my first time when I am watching you in the meeting. When I am watching your live session. If yes, just type yes in the chat. If you have joined my live session for the first time. Ashish Singh. Thakur, yes. Yes. So many people are joining me for the first time. Let me introduce myself to those who are joining my session for the first time. If you are already my existing student, congratulations. So guys, my name is Praful Mishra. I am a network engineer by profession, and I am a Cisco certified trainer by my passion. I love to teach people. I love to share my experience, my knowledge. This is the reason why I'm teaching people online since 2022. In last 2 to 3 years, I have trained more than 1,000 students across the globe. Students are learning from me from more than 128 countries. Whoever have completed my training, whether it is CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN, firewall, they all are getting benefit in their professional life. Apart from the live training, I am also making videos. I am uploading videos, free videos on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel over 80,000 plus subscribers. Many times we have seen that people are commenting that I got job in that company, this company, the big company, just after watching your playlist, the MPLS playlist, SD-WAN playlist, and that motivate us to work hard, to give our 200%, sometimes 500%, whatever we can do. Sometimes I'm also providing the corporate training, right? Training on the modern technologies like the SD-WAN, SD-Access, MPLS to the corporate employees, so that they can, like, for an example, recently I have delivered the training on MPLS in Tanzania, right, to the government employees of Tanzania, because those guys were planning to become a service provider there. In the Tanzania, internet was very costly, right? So though that company was planning to become a service provider, and I was the trainer there who had trained. And just few days back, 3 days back, I was talking to one of a student from that team, and he was saying, "Hey, Praful, we are about to set up the SP network in our city, and we all are able to do everything, all the configuration setup, just because of your training. I want to thank you once again." That motivate me. Sometimes people are asking how you are managing these all things. This is the motivation of your comments on YouTube, your feedback. People always share the positive feedbacks. And again, guys, I'm requesting you all to share your feedback after this free webinar. First, let me deliver the training on SD-WAN policies. After that, I love to have your feedback. When you are giving the negative feedback, we try to improve, right? If that is the genuine. Sometimes there are some competitor as well. 1% negative person, you all know this on the planet. We can't do anything with that 1% people. So apart from that 1%, we always take all the feedbacks very seriously, and we work on that. And day by day we are improving. If you will compare our training quality from 2022 or 2023, you will see a remarkable improvement, a huge difference. Because we are working on the quality every day. CCNA course is on YouTube, please sir. Many videos on CCNA is already available, but brother, complete course is not available on the YouTube, and it can't be available on YouTube, right? We can't upload complete course. What if others will download all the videos and will start selling my course? Who will take responsibility of that? We can't upload all the videos publicly on the public platform, but all the major topics are already covered. Go and check, more than 1500 videos are there on the channel from various technologies, and those all videos are made by a single person, by me only. But the complete course is not available. Okay, so guys, now I am starting the session. Again, I am asking you, if anyone have any question, please ask. Otherwise, just in 1 minute I am starting this session. Is my screen visible? Please confirm once if my screen is visible. Please confirm once
No,
if
sir.
my screen is visible.
Yes, screen is visible.
Please, sir,
Visible for
can you listen?
everyone? It's clear
Yes, sir.
and crystal?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and
Yes, you are
my name is
visible.
Aristotle. As you can see, I'm from DRC, Kinshasa. Um, I wanted to know because I'm used to working in with LAN network, and I often uh, heard about SD-WAN policy, and I wanted to know when is it when does a company would need for this technology of SD-WAN? When is it? What is the importance of it?
Let's take an example of Netflix. You know Netflix? Netflix.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay. So understand, Netflix need to release a movie on upcoming Saturday or Friday, any day. At the time of movie release, there will be huge traffic in their network, isn't it? There will be huge
Yes.
traffic, right? The traffic amount of traffic is going to be increased. Huge difference, right? From the normal days and from the day when he is releasing the movie. Or let's take an example of another company, Zomato. Zomato will have the huge amount of traffic on any festival. On Diwali, many people are going to order the sweets. In any company, you can see, try to imagine their workflow is distributed. Their traffic is varying day by day, time to time. And SD-WAN is so flexible to manage this increasing number of traffic or decreasing number of traffic. If you have the SD-WAN, in your company, you can change the behavior of your entire network just by clicking on activate a policy. If you are going to activate one policy, it can change the behavior of your entire infrastructure. Entire infrastructure means, for an example, if I will take an example of a Google. So you know Google have lakhs of data center on the globe, right? Think, if we need to change anything on lakhs of data center manually, how much time it will take? 6 months? If Google need to change the SNMP IP address, or for an example, Google need to apply one rule that, hey, whenever someone from the internet is going to access this particular server, forward the traffic to that firewall. This is a rule. Need to apply on entire data center. How much time it will take? Huge time. But the SD-WAN allow you to do this just in single click. In single click. If I will talk about the policy is going to provide you thousands and lakhs of network design, and you can change your design, your behavior just by a single click. SD-WAN is so flexible. Not only SD-WAN, SD access also for the LAN network. As you are working in the LAN, SD access is so important for you. The same thing SD access is doing in the LAN, like SD-WAN in WAN. SD-WAN is for WAN and SD access is for LAN. In the LAN also, if you have, let's say, 1000 distribution layer switch and you need to add one ACL rule on all 1000 devices, you will do manually one by one. It can take a month, minimum 1 weeks, with team of people, team of engineers. But SD access allow you to do it in just few seconds. Why company will not use the SDN solution? This is the reason why more than 75% companies, enterprises are using, and rest companies are also moving. You know, issue is what in the industry? The limited number of engineers are there who have good command on these modern technologies. companies are suffering to find the engineers who can manage their SDN based solution, SDN based infrastructure. There are a huge number of traditional network engineers. On the Naukri.com, if you will post a job, you will get lots of resume within 24 hours. And hardly you will find the SD-WAN knowledge in 1 to 2 resume. Hardly. Even when you will go for an interview, you will say people are not aware about the topics inside the SD-WAN. They only know what is SD-WAN, the basic overview, that's it. SD-WAN engineer, the WAN architect engineers are very limited. And why to use SDN based solution? There are various reasons behind it. The first reason is cost effective. SD-WAN allow you to deploy just a data plane hardware on your side, right? Means lots of data plane but few control plane. Single VA Smart can manage 1000 number of managed devices. So we can save the cost for all 1000 managed devices. And when it comes to the manage, we can manage very easily. There is single management plane, single control plane, and lots of data plane. Right? We can have one webinar on why SDN as well. If you guys will request, we will have one webinar on why SD-WAN, where we'll discuss why SDN, right? How ST and why companies are moving towards SDN based solution. Today, let's focus on policy. Is there anyone who would like to explain the policy, who know anything about the policy, SD-WAN policy, what it is, how many types of policies are there, and why it is so important? Anything about the policy? See, no one. If I'm going to ask
Hello,
how many
people.
people knows OSPF?
Arvind this side. I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, in the estimate we are using centralized policy and localized policy,
Great.
and they are using type of requirement. So if we have multiple site and we implement the policy on multiple site, then we can use the centralized policy. If we want to implement only local site, suppose we need to need to change any route or anything on the local site, then we can use the localized policy, and it will also use application aware routing, and local breakout also will help in localized central. So there is a lot of stuff we can manipulate with the help of centralized and localized policy. Suppose we have to configure SNMP, so that will be standard for all the sites. So we will do with the help of centralized policy.
Great. Great. Ravinder. Malik.
Yes.
Impressive. Anything else? Policy means, you know what? Policy is nothing but the method to control the traffic. Control the traffic. If I will talk about the traditional network, right? For an example, there are two sites. Both the sites are connected through one service provider. Here is one employee whose name is Varsa, and here is one employee whose name is, let's say, Ajay. What I want, Varsa and Ajay should not be able to communicate with each other. This is what? Policy. This is what? Policy. Or what you want, when Varsa want to communicate with Ajay, first traffic should go to Arun. Arun is somewhere who is management manager, let's say, right? Who is just monitoring what Varsa and Ajay are talking, which kind of data they are exchanging. So what I want, they should not communicate directly. Their data should go via Arun. That is what? Policy. Controlling the traffic is nothing but policy. And SD-WAN policy is, guys, so flexible. Whatever you can think, you can implement. There is no limitation. No limitation. Just think about the EIGRP. How many ways are there to manipulate the route in EIGRP? You can use variance. You can use offset list. You can use distribute list. You can use summarization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Hardly 6, 7 in OSPF. How many ways are there to control the traffic, control the route? Distribute list.
Access list,
Summarization. Access list. Access
route
list, you
map.
will use access list under distribute list only. Summarization. Cost. 4, 5, 6 hardly. In the BGP, there are 12 attributes. 12, that's it. These are the limitation, guys. Limitation of EIGRP, limitation of OSPF, limitation of BGP. But what I told you, in SD-WAN, there is no limit. Whatever you can think, you can implement. Even the people who have designed the SD-WAN solution, they don't know about the limitation. Because everything is there. I have 6 years of experience on SD-WAN. Like 4 years of experience, core experience on SD-WAN. Before that also I was working on related technology. But from last 4 years, I'm very familiar with the production SD-WAN implementation. And I have never seen the limitation. Whatever business need, everything is there in the dashboard of vManage. You can implement. This is the main beauty of SD-WAN popularity. Why SD-WAN is popular? Just because of their policies. If you are going to learn it, if you are going to master it, you can manage the network according to the business need. What business need? For the businesses, guys, what is the so important? Their services must be available 24/7. Their data should not get drop on network. Right? Delay should be minimum. Latency minimum. Jitter should be minimum. Loss should be minimum, less than 1%. These are the need of company, any company. Even you can take an example of a small company. Let's say a small company. My company has few people are doing the content writing job. So I need to connect all the employees together with one server, centralized server, where these employees can save the content. If Ram is writing one content, has saved some content on the server, Syam should be able to access that. That is only possible if they all are connected. And like this, if I have multiple branches across the globe, let's suppose this is in India and same site, we have same setup in the London as well. So distance between India and London is used. Here there is chance of delay. Right? Now for an example, here in the London side, I have one application and these employees can work on that application only if the delay is less than 30 milliseconds. For an example, that is the need of requirement of that application. Who is going to design the application? Developer? Programmer? In any company, there are various types of engineer. Programmer will be there, who will be working on the software, who will be designing the software. IT infrastructure engineer will be there. You, network engineer, who will be managing their infrastructure. NOC team will be there. They all are going to work together, right? So that is the delay should be less than 30 milliseconds is the requirement of my application. Now, as a network engineer, as a IT infrastructure, it's your responsibility to set up and configure the network in such a way so that whenever any user from here is going to generate the traffic for this application, delay should be less than 30 milliseconds. And SD-WAN allow you to do these all things in very easy way with a very fair, clear, crystal dashboard. I'm going to show you the dashboard as well today, how it looks like. Before that, let me tell you some more about the SD-WAN policy. See, a policy is a set of rules that tells SD-WAN what to do with the traffic. What to do with the traffic. Which traffic? It can be route, it can be TLog, it can be the application traffic, it can be telnet traffic, it can be your voice, it can be your video, it can be your text, it can be your PDF, any data. That is traffic in the network. Example, some application traffic should go via MPLS or internet. Should it go via MPLS or internet? You know, you are the network engineer, you know which link is performing well. MPLS or internet, what is the bandwidth of MPLS, what is the bandwidth of internet? You know this only in the company. Developers who are designing the application are not aware about this. Now, what is MPLS, what is internet? They don't know. Right? Even, you know, in the real time, sometime MPLS is going to work well, behave well, sometime internet is going to behave well. So you have to configure the policy in such a way, automatically your router, when I'm saying router in the SD-WAN, that means I'm talking about a smart router, guys. Those routers are very smart. They can sense the link, the internet link and MPLS link. It will be automatically monitoring both the WAN link. When MPLS is performing well, it will be forwarding business critical traffic over MPLS. Once MPLS quality is poor or internet has started behaving better, your smart router will shift the business critical traffic towards internet. Exactly like this. Should it dropped? Should it be dropped or redirected to the data center, to the headquarters, to any other site? Like as I told you, if Bursa want to communicate with Ajay, it should go via Arun. Means we are redirecting the traffic. Should we allow or deny a specific application? Should this app use a specific path based on latency or based on jitter or based on loss? These all are what? Nothing but the policy. Understood, guys? What is the meaning of policy? Policy means
Yes, Prabhu.
nothing but the controlling of traffic, like how to control the traffic. Whether it is control plane traffic or data plane traffic, doesn't matter. You can control both types of traffic. Let me give you one example to make you understand what is control plane traffic and what is data plane traffic. I am assuming that, first please confirm if my screen is visible again.
Yes, visible.
I am assuming that, let's say this is one small company. He has one switch and here are their employees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 100 employees are there. The same content writing company, right? Or the any sport company who is selling the sports product. Any company has another site, has let's say only 2 departments or 2 branches. One branch is in Bangalore, one branch is in Delhi. Again, some employees are there in Delhi. This company has 2 sites, right? Or you can assume that this is my company, PM Networking, guys, who is just providing the training, and this company has 2 sites, 2 offline classes. One is in Delhi and one is in Bangalore or Mumbai, anywhere. How I will connect these 2 sites? How I will connect these 2 sites? At both sides, we need a router. At both sides we need a router. Many of you know this. And then in between Delhi and Mumbai, it is not possible to place our dedicated link. So here we will have service provider, right? Internet, MPLS, broadband, 4G, 5G, right? Wireless network, Starlink, right? Somehow we need to connect these two router. For now, I am assuming that, let's say there is one dedicated link. Done. R1, router 1 and router 2. Two company. Here the subnet is network IPv4 network is 10.1.1.0/24, and here my subnet is 20.1.1.0/24. Again, I'm assuming this is Dibya. Here is Arun, my team member. Okay, Arun. Arun is using one IP address 20.1.1.1, and Dibya is using one IP address 10.1.1.1. I want Dibya and Arun should not be able to communicate with each other, because I know what cheating is going on, what chit chat is going on. Okay, so which type of policy it is? It is control policy or data policy? Control plane policy or data plane policy? Which type of policy I need to implement? My requirement is so simple, right? I don't want to allow Arun to communicate with Dibya. Which kind of policy you are going to implement here? Data policy or control policy?
Control policy, sir.
Data policy.
Data policy, you are blocking the user data, actual data, right? When Dibya is going to send any traffic to Arun, the source IP will be 10.1.1.1 and destination IP will be 20.1.1.1. This is what? Actual data. Data can be anything. Data can be anything, doesn't matter what is the data, but source IP and destination IP will be always same. Data can be I love you, I hate you, doesn't matter what it is, right? And when it will come to router number 1, router 1 will drop the traffic, right? If you have configured the policy. How you will create the policy? You can create one ACL where you can say deny if source is 10.1 and destination is 20.1. That's it. And permit rest all any. Permit any. Deny this source, this destination, and permit rest all. That is my policy. Where I can apply it on router number 1. Right? So when Dibya will send any data to Arun, the source IP will match, destination IP will match, router 1 will deny the traffic. So router 1 is denying which traffic? Router 1 is denying the actual user traffic, right? The data plane traffic. That's why I'm saying this is called data plane policy. Will there any impact in the routing table of router 1 and router 2 after applying this policy? Not at all. The routing table will be as it is, right? The same. But guys, if someone asks you to filter this subnet 10.1.1.0, let's say we are running any protocol here, EIGRP, and I ask you to filter this 10.1.1.0/24 subnet from the routing table of router 2, so that router 2 cannot forward any traffic in this whole network. That is going to be control policy or data policy. This time we are not blocking the user traffic, we are blocking the network subnet, right? We are saying deny 10.1.1.0/24. This is called control policy. When we are controlling the control plane traffic, that is called control policy. And when we are controlling the data plane traffic, that is called data policy. That is called data policy. In SD-WAN, if I will talk about the policy, SD-WAN policies are categorized into two parts. Policy are categorized into two parts. First one is centralized policies and second one is localized policy. Centralized policy, and the second one is localized policy. And now again both are categorized into two parts. Centralized policy are categorized into two parts. First one is control plane policy, control
Data,
policy, and
data policy.
data policy. Your control policy is going to control the control plane traffic, and your data policy is going to control the data plane policy. This is the most important part of SD-WAN course. If you are calling yourself as a SD-WAN engineer, that means you are familiar with these all policies. Even let me tell you about the policies now. We have some policies which comes under centralized control policy. Example,
Topology change, VPN
very
configuration.
good. Example, creating topology like hub and spoke topology, full mesh topology, partial mesh topology, right? Hub and spoke for a particular department, for a particular service VPN, and VPN membership. VPN membership means how to isolate the guest from the corporate user. Let's say in my company there are two types of user, guest and corporate. So how you will isolate the guest traffic, guest user, with the help of VPN membership. It is similar like VLAN membership, similar like VLAN. How? Let's say I am giving you an example. Let's say this is my network, and here my requirement is these two PCs belongs to HR department, and this PC belongs to sales department, sales. And you are the network engineer of my company. I ask you to configure this setup that hey, HR people should be able to communicate with each other, all sales users should be able to communicate with each other, but these two departments should not be able to communicate with each other. How you will configure it? How you will configure it? Tell me. You will configure the VLAN here, right? VLANs, virtual LAN. Yes, you will create the VLAN. Similarly, here I have one router. Let's say this is P router, provider edge router, and this provider edge router is connecting to different customer A and customer B. Two different customer are there. How you will separate these two customer on P router? How you will separate these two customer? With the help of
VRF.
with the help of VRF.
VPN is like a VRF.
Exactly. And the VPN membership is similar like your this VLAN or the VRF, right? To isolate the guest user from the corporate user or any two department, right? I don't want that between side 1 and side 2 guest users should be able to communicate with each other, right? So these two are the most important policies in SD-WAN which you need to master. One is topology, means create the topology, different kinds of topology according to our business need, and the second is VPN membership. These two are centralized control policy, centralized control policy. And if I will talk about the data policy, yes Rahul, go ahead.
So just want to know, like the example which you have given of router. Suppose if I am having multiple site, and at multiple sites we are having different OEM firewalls with Cisco, Fortinet, Sophos, and all. And the users which are sitting with me, like of different organization. And as an organization, if I am providing the services, just kind of a co-working environment, so whether SD-WAN is going to be helpful for me, because I am not controlling any application related data and all. I am just providing them open internet access only. and whether using the SD-WAN I will be able to manage the show by putting some policies so that all the firewall and all will be controlled through some policies.
Of course, yes.
So means SD-WAN can support multiple different OEM firewalls also.
Yes, exactly. Even the security, so many security features, URL filtering, advanced malware protection, right? IPS, IDS, these all features are already integrated in your SD-WAN routers. Even if you don't have firewall, no problem. You can configure the security feature on SD-WAN router. But again, if you want to use your firewall on firewall, you can use that. And you can advertise your firewall service. That is called service insertion. And you can even manage your hardware, your managed device, right? Instead of router, SD-WAN router, here between, let's say here I have the site, in the site here I have one router, SD-WAN router. Instead of connecting this router to internet or MPLS directly, here I can place one firewall in between, or I can place one firewall after the router, behind the router, right? Between router and ISP or behind the router. In both cases, your firewall will work and you will be allowed to manage it through vManage and vSmart.
Okay. So means there is no limitation if I am having multiple firewalls.
No limitation.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
When I will talk about the data policy, so data policy is, we have one type of policy called traffic data. Like application aware routing, the most important data centralized policy. Application aware routing, what it mean? It mean we are defining a path for a particular application. Assume that in your company, the business critical traffic, this is your company. In your company there are so many traffic like Zoom traffic, and Zoom is important traffic, right? Or HR application, right? Or the financial application. So what we need here, I have multiple transport. Internet is there, right? Somewhere I have my data center, MPLS is there. These two transports are there between my side and my data center. This is my DC, and this is my side one. What we want, that Zoom traffic should go via internet, but the finance traffic should always go via MPLS. This is not all. Now here is my need. This is so simple, right? Forwarding Zoom traffic over internet and finance traffic over MPLS, so simple. But application aware routing allow you to monitor this WAN link. Let's say the finance application has some requirement, as I told you, loss should be less than 1%. Then only your application will work. It should be like this, no? 1%. Let's say jitter, 150 millisecond. Delay or latency less than 130 millisecond. And right now your MPLS link is best for your finance application, because this link has less than 1% loss, less than 150 millisecond jitter, and 130 millisecond delay. So you will love to forward your finance traffic over MPLS. But in the night time, let's say after 10 p.m., your internet link is behaving better than MPLS. After 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., your internet link is behaving better than MPLS. Application aware routing allow you to forward your finance traffic via MPLS except 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and in between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. automatically your router will shift the traffic towards internet. And in case, because of let's say this weekend the internet link was behaving not well, the quality of internet link was poor, it will skip it will be keep forwarding all the traffic over MPLS. So it mean what, guys? It mean the application, my router will be monitoring these all link. Otherwise here I have to place one engineer that, hey, you are the network engineer of my company, your task is keep monitoring these two link. When MPLS is behaving well, just forward traffic towards MPLS. When internet is behaving well, just forward the traffic towards internet. Is it possible to hire an engineer to monitor the WAN link? No. This kind of flexibility is not possible in the traditional networking. Not possible means not possible. You can't do it. Application aware routing AR is the very powerful SD-WAN policy. Which kind of policy it is? It is centralized data policy. If I will talk about the localized policy, again localized policy is categorized into two parts. First one is called the route policy. That it is similar like the traditional route policy. Traditional route policy. And the second type of policy is security. As I told you, SD-WAN also allow you to configure the URL filtering, advanced malware protection, IPS, IDS. Your smart router can behave like a firewall, right? So traditional policy routing are nothing but the QS, quality of service. Like, hey, voice traffic should get higher priority, my business critical traffic should get higher priority. If a router is receiving let's say FTP traffic, someone is downloading a movie from the Google, at the same time someone is calling to the HR manager, right? So router is receiving both traffic at the same time. Definitely router should prefer the calling traffic, right? Because the voice is a delay sensitive traffic. Delay should be very minimum for the voice. While other hand, someone is downloading the movie, hey, one is high priority data and one is low priority data. How you will achieve that? With the help of route policy, which is localized policy. Your ACL is also my localized route policy. And if I will talk about the security policy, your firewall, right? URL, IPS, IDS, EMP, these all are the localized policies. And when it comes to the creation of policy, guys, it is so simple. Let me show you. Here is the dashboard of my vManage. If I am able to access, yes, let me try to log in. Username is admin, password is also admin, and see. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
This is the main dashboard of vManage. It's very fair. Total control connections are 6. How many vManage routers are there? 6. 6 sites are there. One vBond is there, one vSmart is there, and one vManage is there, right? So one vSmart means one control plane. 6 vManage devices means 6 data plane. One vManage means one management plane. The same vManage, this is the dashboard of vManage, by the way, right, is going to configure all my 6 routers. vBond is responsible for authentication, right? So no one can join the SD-WAN fabric until and unless they will prove their validity. If you want to travel abroad, you need a passport, right? Similarly, if you want to join my SD-WAN fabric, you should have a digital certificate. And vBond is in between control plane, data plane, and management plane to authenticate. Until and unless you will not validate yourself, it will not have the IP address of vSmart and vManage. Okay, that is secondary thing, that is SD-WAN. Here, if I am going to click on vManage devices, you can see my all vManage devices are live online, are working fine. If I will take you to the policy section, under configuration, here is the policies. See how many types of policies are there? Centralized policy and localized policy. Are you able to see, guys? Centralized policy and localized policy. If you want to create centralized policy means these policies. Look at this. Centralized policy, application aware routing, topology, VPN membership, right? And localized policy. On the centralized policy, I have so many centralized policies. These are the policies created by me. If you are going to set up your lab, there will be no any policy, right? Even I can delete these all policies, delete like this. These all policies are deactivated. You can see activated is false. These all are deactivated. Only this policy is active. This is true, right? Extranet policy is running over here. I can deactivate it. See, this is deactivate. If I am going to click on another policy, you can see this policy, it is asking to activate. These policies are deactivated, this policy is activated, right? So right now my SD-WAN fabric is working on this policy based on the policy which is activated. At a time you can only activate the one policy, but for each kind of requirement you will have policies. Like here you can see on my dashboard, I have one policy for application of a routing, hub and spoke customized topology. If I want hub and spoke topology, just I need to activate this policy, that's it. If I need full mesh topology, I need to activate another policy. I need to prefer, see, I have one policy to prefer VS1 over VS2 in branch 1. In branch 2, I have 2 routers. So I have one policy to prefer VS1 over VS2. I can have one policy to prefer VS2 over VS1. When I want VS1 should handle all the traffic, I can activate policy number 1. When I want this router should handle all the traffic, I can activate policy number 2. See how flexible it is, guys. Is it possible in traditional networking? No, it is not possible in the traditional WAN. It takes months, years, 6 months. Because companies like Google has lakhs of data center, have lakhs of routers. If you are going to check the total number of routes on the internet, okay, tell me, is there anyone who have seen more than 5 lakhs route in the routing table of router? Who have seen more than 5 lakhs route in the routing table of router in your entire experience? After this webinar, go on the Google and check how many routes are there in the routing table, in the current routing table. So network size is getting larger. Every day new users are joining the internet. The company's network size is getting larger, getting complex. And SD-WAN or all software defined solutions are so flexible based on modern needs, business needs, based on our requirement, today's requirement. Okay, if I am going to create any policy, simply I will create on add policy, and these all are the nothing but the group of interest. Group of interest means, guys, see, route map. How many of you know about route map?
Yes, we know that.
What is route map?
With the help of route map, we can manipulate the traffic. Suppose I need to block some IP address, like in busy attribute. Suppose we need to going, outgoing, and incoming traffic. So we can that particular prefix we can configure a access list or prefix list, and we call in the route map. And after that, route map will be applied with the neighbor.
Okay.
In and out action.
Let's suppose here I have two router R1 and R2. R1 is advertising one network to R2 and it is receiving from their neighbor. R1 is receiving this network 10.1.1.0/24 with next hop, let's say 1.1.1.1, and R1 is advertising it to R2 as it is with same next hop. But what I want, R1 should modify the next hop. R1 should set next hop what? 12.1.1.1. I will create a route map, right? This is the BGP configuration, by the way. In the route map, first of all, you have to match the traffic. That okay, if you want to set the next hop, that is fine. But for which type of traffic? Right? How you will match the traffic? With the help of ACL, right? First you are going to get the ACL to match the traffic, or maybe I want to filter any route, right? On the router number 2, I want to filter 50.1.1.0/24 in the EIGRP, right? So on the EIGRP router, EIGRP 10, here you are going to run command distribute list, and then access list number. Why access list number? Because access list number is used to match the traffic, that which traffic I want to block. For an example, I am saying access list number 100 or access list number 20, and then direction in. Now in the access list number 20, access list 20, you are going to define this subnet permit 20.1 or 50.1.1.0. Correct? So here we are using ACL just to match the interesting traffic, right? Interesting traffic means for the traffic for which you want to configure the policy rule. And group of interest is the same thing over here. The group of interest, right? Like here you can see, you can create the application list where you can match the application, right? For an example, I am going to create an application with name chat, and here I will call all the chat related application. For an example, WhatsApp chat, WhatsApp messenger, or other messenger, AOL messenger, MSN messenger, right? I can call all messenger in this application. Go one step back. Now you can see I have one application with name chat where all the chat applications are called, matched, right? Now if I want to specify any specific path for all chat traffic, I can use this application list. Similarly, you can have the color list, data prefix list, site list, right? In my company you can see there are 5 sites: data center, DC, site 1, site 2, site 3, site 4. I want to configure any policy in site 2. How you will match the site 2? With the help of group of interest, you can create a site list for that. You can see I have so many site lists here. I have created these all site lists. All the spoke sites where I am matching site ID 1 to site ID 4, site 3 where I am matching site ID 3, the DC site where I am matching site ID 100. Similarly, SLA class list, TLOC list, and VPN list, right? So you will have all group of interest here. Group of interest is nothing but to match the application, color, prefix, site, TLOC, VPN. For VPN 10, I need hub and spoke topology. For VPN 20, I need full mesh topology. So first we need what? VPN list. One VPN list where I will match or call VPN 10. In another VPN list, I will call VPN 20. The group of interest, the first step of policy creation in the SD-WAN. Yes, Mukul, you can unmute yourself and ask, speak.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So as you mentioned that in this dashboard of the vManager of SD-WAN, you have seen the options of the application control, right? So basically, you mentioned that in the application control option, we can manage which application we should allow in the traffic or not. Is it right? Yeah. So sometimes, like, just for example, I'm asking, like, if there is a particular portal, right, in which I have like, if a client is having a particular portal, for the education purpose and wants to run a particular video in its own portal,
Mhm.
right? Like suppose there is a school, and a school is created. They had developed their own learning
So
platform
for
portal.
the application or website, you are going to use the port number, protocol number, right? If I am going to design a website to sell the course, right?
Hmm.
I will host somewhere. That application will be accessible through port number. On the basis of that port number, I can control that application traffic.
So, but if the customer wants that they have created the application, that learning platform, right?
Mhm.
But they want to run the videos in that, or want to upload the learning videos in that particular platform application, right?
Mhm.
Now to run that particular application, to run the video in that particular learning platform, right? We need a player to
Mhm.
run the video on the backside,
Okay.
right? So how you can allow that? Is it possible?
That is the task of software developer, na? We are the IT infrastructure engineer, network engineer. We are managing the
Mhm.
infrastructure, not the application. I don't know how to design the application.
No, no. I'm not asking to how to develop an application. Suppose a customer is saying that this is my learning platform, right?
Okay.
And he wants to upload a particular video in that particular platform,
No, I cannot
right?
help with that. I can help the organization to forward the traffic of that application from a specific path. That is our task. I cannot help him to upload the video on their portal.
No, no. He will upload the video from his on his portal. That is not our job. I
Okay.
understand that, right? The customer is saying that this is my portal. I have uploaded a video, but I'm not able to run the video on the portal. And the customer is saying that they have developed their own platform from their developer, right?
Hmm.
And they tell the customer says that I am trying to upload the video, or the video is already uploaded, but I'm not able to play the video.
Hmm.
Now maximum I can ask him that what kind of video he have uploaded, from where, is it like a link or it's a downloadable video, right? The customer mentioned that there is a one particular every video needs a player. Even on you are running on YouTube, YouTube also need a video player to run the video smoothly, right?
Brother, if there is issue with the app players, video players, the
Hmm.
software developer tester will fix it.
No,
We
no,
are
I'm
not
not
going to
asking.
fix it.
I'm not saying that the video player is an issue.
You
The
said
customer is saying,
customer is saying that we are not able to play the video.
yeah, the customer is not able to play the particular video
Video.
on his portal and
Yes.
wants to allow the particular video section. He gives us a link that this is the video player, just allow it on the traffic in the network.
You can do it with help of port number. We can allow or block with the help of port number. Network engineer is going to work from transport layer to physical layer. Right, in the TCP/IP model, application layer is there, transport, network, data link and physical. You are working on these four layers. Your port numbers, IP address and MAC address and the media. Here network engineers are working. Right, your responsibility is just to check the port number is accessible or not on that particular server. If you are accessing that port number is responding, or if it is responding, if you are not able to play the video, that is not your concern. If port number is not working, maybe you need to check the firewall policies. You need to check the rules, that is there any policy who is blocking the port number, or because of any other policy it is impacting.
Yep.
Ravindra,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yes, my concern is regarding the Mukul questions. Mukul, it's depend upon the if your video is uploaded. So in that case, it's a local data. It's not a live traffic. So in that case, sysadmin team or application team will take care. If it's a live traffic, suppose YouTube traffic, you are sending some live video, or it's not running. So then you need to check the URL. Maybe URL is blocked on the firewall, and that particular link is not allowed on the load balancer. It's not properly working. And then we can check on the SD-WAN end that link and the subnet is allowed.
Yeah.
But if it's a
See,
local traffic, then it's no case of the network.
just to clear my question, Ravinder, let me tell you, I'm currently in the company in which I'm working. We are company currently providing the Fortinet firewall, right? So to particular allow in the
Mukul,
network.
we'll take your questions separately. Okay.
Okay,
Right now,
okay,
see, so many other students are there. Let's take this class. After this, you can connect with me, connect to team, or you can put your query in the comment section of any video, or in the WhatsApp group, or in the personal chat, right? Even you can put your question here in this chat, or you can connect
okay,
with me after this session, or at the last we will have few minutes for the Q&A. There you can ask the question.
yeah,
Right now, in
okay.
the beginning, what I told you, there is some announcement. Here is Arun, are you here? I'm audible. Let's finish your task run, and then again I will come on the topic on the policy. Arun, I'm audible.
Hello. Yes, yes, Praful, you are audible.
So just I'm taking a break for 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Till then you can finish. There is an
Okay.
announcement, guys. Arun will share with you about the courses, and then we'll continue from here again. Go ahead, Arun.
Thank you, Praful. Hello, everyone. I hope you are enjoying the session. How is the session so far, guys?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Great, great, great. So, to make the session even more exciting, we have brought something very special for you. Okay, let me know when my screen is visible to you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, we are starting our SD-WAN course from 26th of the July 2025. So if any one of you is interested in this course, they can enroll. I am just going to discuss the course features and what will be the syllabus, everything in brief. So first of all, let's see the schedule. So the course is starting from 26th of the July, and the timing will be 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. weekend, that is Saturday and Sunday. And the trainer will be Praful Misra sir. You already know him, how expert he is in the subject. Okay, so who should join the session, the batch? This is common question which we usually receive. Sir, is it feasible for beginners? Sir, I am having experience of 2 years. Sir, I am a student, so should I join this? So this course is feasible for everyone. If you are a beginner, definitely you are planning to go into networking industry, so yes, it is necessary for you. For professional, this will be cherry on the cake. Okay, if you are already having experience and then you are polishing your networking skills with the help of SD-WAN, then it is going to make you outstanding in the networking. As Praful sir has already discussed the main points, like there is a shortage of modern network engineers. Traditional network engineers are already there, but when it comes to find the modern network engineer who knows SD-WAN, they are very limited. So for them it will be a boon. And for students, obviously, those who are a student, they have certainly a plan to go into networking industry, so they can also join this course. Highlight the total duration of the course will be varying from 45 to 60 days, and the content will be 90 plus hours. We will have mock interviews, real time scenarios, and after each session, you will get the recording of the class. And we will provide 24 into 7 lab support. Apart from this, you will get resume building, soft skill training, and a course completion certificate at the end of the course. Okay, now what we are going to cover. So you can see here full Cisco syllabus coverage. Whatever the syllabus is prescribed by Cisco, we are going to cover. I am also going to show you the entire syllabus, and then hands-on practice. And we believe that after each theory, there is important of practical. So we have also focused a lot on this. And if I talk about lab, so lab is 24 into 7 available. Our students are practicing day and night according to their schedule. So this is something which is very important, okay, in SD-WAN especially. And the most important thing is soft skill training. You know, most of you are good at technical skill, but when it comes to soft skill, means presenting yourself when you are facing an interview, so that is the real challenge. You are not able to present your idea effectively, and that is what we are trying to work on. We are providing soft skill training which will not only help you to excel in interview, but also will excel you to live a better life in your personal growth. Okay, how to enroll? So you can visit PM Networking. You can also message us on this number. And the biggest surprise is our regular course price is 25,000. But for those who are in this webinar, for them the price is 15,000. And this price will be valid only for 2 hours, means up to 12 a.m. So you have 2 hours if you want to enroll at this price. So you can enroll at 15,000. Okay. Now let me show you the syllabus. What you have to do? You have to go and you have to search PM networking. So you will get a pop-up like this. You can click here SD-WAN, enroll now. Okay. So if you click on the lesson section, see, this syllabus is as per Cisco syllabus. So we are going to cover architecture, controller deployment, router deployment, policies, security and quality of the service, and management and operation. So if you want to see the topic in each module, you can also click on this. You can go module by module. See, these are the subtopics in the module. Okay, so this is all about the course. If you, any one of you have any doubt, they can ask.
Also share your number in the chat so that
Yeah,
people
I'm
can
also
connect with
sharing
you.
the link of the website along with the contact number. Okay,
Yeah.
so here you can message. Okay, on this number you can message. From here you can visit the course where you can enroll.
By the way, now your website looks better. All the
Yeah,
syllabus in the yeah, yeah,
we have worked on it so much since 1 month because we were trying to make the things presentable. Okay,
great.
now here, see, this is very important section. Whatever the upcoming courses we have, okay, this is the month of July and August. So whatever the upcoming courses will be coming at PM networking, they will be listed here. Our SD-WAN is starting from 26 July, and then Python automation is starting from today. So it has this class is also going on. Apart from this, OSPF BGP, this course is starting from the 1st of the August. So these all things, whatever we are going to start, you can get at a single place. Okay, so any question, anyone?
Not now, Arun. We'll ping you sometime.
Okay, okay, great, great then. If any one of you have any doubt, they can message on this. Okay, we are available here. We will solve your queries. So ensure guys, if you want to enroll before 12 a.m. today. Just you have around 2.5 hours. So ensure that you are enrolling within 2.5 hours. Okay. Thank you everyone.
Welcome.
Praful sir, you can continue.
Yeah, you can
Thank you,
stop
Arun.
sharing your screen. Again, guys, please confirm if my screen is visible. I have shared. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So this is group of interest, right? For application, for color. Color is used to
ये सुन
identify
ले
the
इसमें याद हो रही
transport.
है ठीक है
Hey,
सुन ले
put
प्लीज
yourself on mute if you are not speaking, Amit.
I'm so sorry bro.
Okay, color is something which is used to identify the transport. Transport means like my internet transport or MPLS transport. So you can see here I have color list which is matching the color biz internet, MPLS matching MPLS, and the both color is matching in biz internet and MPLS, right? For the side list, you can see we have side list for all the sites. VPN list, we have 2 VPN list, 3 VPN list, one for guest, one for service VPN HR10, and guest and corporate VPN. Okay, apart from the list, if you are done with the group of interest, then just click next. It will land you to the control policy. To create the control policy, configure topology and VPN membership. What I told you, topology and VPN membership are centralized control policy, right? So you are here at this space, at this place. Here, if you are going to click on add topology, it will ask you to create a topology. If you already have the topology, you can import that, import existing topology. By default, hub and spoke topology is there, right? But if you want to create your own, then choose the custom control option. If you are going to select the hub and spoke, so actually this is the default topology available on my vManage, on Cisco vManage. If you will select this one, just it will ask you which side should be your hub side and which side should be your spoke side. That's it. And apply it. Once you will apply, let's say if I'm going to say, hey, my DC side is the hub side and rest all the branches are a spoke side. So it will automatically create hub and spoke topology. When there is no any policy activated, when there is no any policy activated in my fabric, then my topology is full mess, right? All the sites are connected with each other over both the transport over internet and MPLS, and it is performing load balancing for all types of traffic. For an example, see right now one policy is activated, this one extranet. If I'm going to deactivate this, let me say deactivate. Once I will deactivate this policy, I will have the default topology. Default means after the onboarding, after performing the initial configuration, you will have the same topology. See, schedule is under process, right? It will take few seconds. Updating policy, deleting policy from vSmart. My control policy is applied on, my centralized policy is actually applied on vSmart, and localized policy applied on managed devices, on your VS or on your CS. So it is deleting the policy from the vSmart because it is control centralized policy. And now you can see vSmart is online. Done push policy change to vSmart, and done removing policy from the vSmart. Now there is no any policy activated over here. You can see all these policies are false. Now if I'm going to access any router, let's say branch 1 vs1, and if I will log in here, admin and admin, and let me reduce the size little bit for the better output. I'm taking it 11. Okay and okay, great. See, here I have access of my branch 1 vs1 router. If I will show you the topology, SD-WAN topology, How you can check? You can check the BFD session or you can check the IPsec session, right? So BFD session. See, all the sites will have BFD session with each other. 4.4.4 is my DC WAN edge router, this one. 4.4.4 has BFD session with let's reduce little bit more. Is it visible? Is it visible for you guys? Here it is. Now see, so very clear. These are the BFD session, right? 4.4.4, 7.7.7, 8.8.8 and 9.9.9 means my all sites are connected with each other. All the WAN routers are connected with each other. For an example, here we have BFD and IPsec. Similarly, you can also verify the IPsec. Let me show you the IPsec and then I will take you here. So IPsec inbound connection. If I will show you the IPsec. See here, we have one IPsec between 7.7.7 and 5.5.5, between 5.5.5 and 8.8.8, between 9.9.9 and 5.5.5, between 5.5.5 and 4.4.4, between 7.7.7 and 5.5.5, between 8.8.8 and 5.5.5, and 9.9.9 and 5.5.5, right? Like our both transport, our MPLS as well as our internet. Means here we have IPsec. Here we have one IPsec session. 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 Between all the routers, we have IPsec session. Means all are directly connected with each other. If branch 1 is going to send any data to branch 2, how they will send? They will send through this IPsec. They can communicate directly. If I will talk about the hub and spoke topology, where DC is my hub side, let's say, I'm assuming this is my hub side, and these all are a spoke side. So all the spoke side will have IPsec with hub only. It can simplify the topology. What is the benefit of creating hub and spoke topology instead of full mesh? We can save the CPU. If I have 100 sites, guys, and each side, if I have two routers, then each router will have 200 IPsec session, 200 BFD session. In hub and spoke topology, all the router will have single IPsec with hub router, and only hub router will have 200 IPsec session. Right? So it is simple to manage, need less CPU as compared to full mesh. And if you want to change the entire behavior of your topology, what you can do, you can create a hub and spoke topology. See how simple it is. I'm going to click on add topology. Group of interest is already there. I'm going to click on add topology. I will create hub and spoke topology. Just define the name of hub and spoke. I'm saying, let's say PM policy 1 is the name of my policy. Paste it over here. For which VPN you are creating it? For the guest VPN or for, let's say, HR VPN, right? Service VPN. Which side is the hub side? Let me call the side list here. Side list, DC side list. DC will become hub side. And which sides are your spoke sides? All the spoke sides, all spokes. That's it. We are done with the hub and spoke topology. Just save it and activate it. See, my topology is created, right, with name PM policy 1, which is hub and spoke, created by the admin at this particular time. Click next. This is application aware routing. Right now I'm not going to create application aware routing. You know, application aware routing is localized, sorry, not localized, centralized data policy, right? So I'm going to skip it. Simply I will click on next, and now here I am at the page. It has landed me on the page where I can apply the policy. I'm giving the same name here, and I'm going to apply it. For which side? For which VPN? For service VPN 10. Save it. save this policy. See, your policy is done. Here it is, PM policy number 1. If you will preview your policy, see what this policy is saying. See what this policy is saying. Sequence number 10 is nothing but the rule number 1. Rule number 1 is saying what? Match site list DC. Match site list DC. If this is the DC site and service VPN 10 HR VPN, then accept it. Accept it. And rule number 2, sequence number 20, match site list DC action accept and default action reject. Rest all will be rejected. A spoke site, site number 1 to site 4 are the spoke sites, and DC site is the site ID 100. And for which VPN? For VPN 10, and here is the apply. Right now it might be possible that you are not able to understand this all thing, but when you are going to learn the SD-WAN, right, you will master it. If you are going to create this policy with the help of command line, then you will run these command, same command. I'm saying okay, and if I will activate this policy, right now this policy is not activated. If I will activate, click on activate, it will change the entire fabric. See, now it is scheduled. It will check the vSmart is online or not, and vSmart is managed by vManage or not. You can see applying policy to vSmart. It can take few seconds, and after this, once this policy is activated, after that if you will check the IPsec or BFD, you will find all the branch sites will have IPsec with DC, and DC will have the IPsec with all other site. Again, let's say tomorrow I need full mesh topology, I can deactivate this. Again, day after tomorrow, if I need hub and spoke, I can activate it. In the morning, if I need full mesh topology, in the evening I need hub and spoke. How flexible it is, guys. Is it possible to make hub and spoke in the morning and full mesh in the evening in the traditional WAN? Not at all. You have to run so many commands on multiple routers. Here I have only 4 sites, 5 sites total include DC. In the production, you will have 100 number of sites, 1000 number of sites. As I told you, Google has lakhs of data center. The cloud providers, companies, has multiple data center across the globes. Google has so many storerooms, so many data centers, so many corporate offices. They all are connected, right? Number of vanished devices are used. Managing those devices manually is not possible. And now I'm expecting my policy is activated. You can see vSmart was online, so policy change apply to vSmart. And now on the same router, if I'm going to run the IPsec inbound connection, you can see how many IPsec connection are there. Only one. How many BFD session are there? Only one, right? And if you will check the DC will have IPsec with all other sites. So IPsec inbound connection, see, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 is branch 1 VS1, 6 is branch 1 VS2, 7 branch 2 VS1, 8 branch 3 VS1, and 9 branch 4 VS. Similarly, you can create the partial mesh topology, partial hub and regional hub and spoke topology, and whenever you need it, just activate it. Similarly, I can have multiple application aware routing policy. For an example, I am going to deactivate this policy. For now, I am going to deactivate this policy. Now, remember one thing. Now, all the communication will happen via DC only. Now, 2 sites are not going to communicate directly. Branch 1 and branch 2 cannot communicate directly. They will communicate via DC in hub and spoke. I'm going to deactivate this, and I'm going to get a application aware routing policy for you. For an example, my requirement is telnet traffic. Example, telnet traffic should go via internet. If internet link is behaving well. And web traffic should go via MPLS if MPLS link is behaving well. If MPLS link is not behaving well, then it should forward the traffic towards internet. How simple it is? It's very simple. See, on the vManage, again I will go to the policy. First, add policy. I will create SLA class list. Right? SLA class list. Let me, some SLA class list are already there. I am going to delete these all. These are applied in the policy. That's why we are not able to delete. But let me create the new one. These are already called in the policy. So that's why we are not able to delete it. For an example, I'm creating a one SLA class list with name PM remote access traffic. Remote access traffic. And for remote access traffic, you know, loss should be less than 5%, up to 5%. Latency should be, let's say, 200%, and jitter should be 150. For an example, this is my requirement, or 250. I have created one SLA class list, and this SLA class list has some criteria, right? Loss should be 5%, not more than that. Latency should be 200%, not more than that. Jitter should be not 200%, it is 200 milliseconds. Extremely sorry. The jitter should be 250 milliseconds. Similarly, I can create one more class list with name PM web traffic. Web traffic, and here I can say loss should be less than 1%. This is my critical traffic, let's say business critical traffic, and latency should be 150, and jitter should be again 150 millisecond. Let's add it. I've created two SLA class list. That's it. And now I'm going to say next, I'm going to create a policy, application aware routing policy. Application aware routing is data policy. So I'm not going to create any topology here. I will skip this. Simply I will click next over here, and now I am on application aware routing page. Here I am going to click on add policy, new policy. If you already have the policy, you can import it and define the name. I'm saying PM, policy name is PM traffic control policy. This is name of my policy. Sequence type, sequence rule. Here, see, I can match what? I can match the port number, protocol number. Guys, what will be the port number when we'll forward traffic of telnet? What is the port number of telnet or SSH? 23, right? So what I am saying, match the port number 23. If port number is 23, even you can match the source port, you can match the protocol, you can match the DNS, DHCP value. So many things are there. You can match the application, that if this is the application, then this should be the action, right? So I'm saying if port number, only match the port number. If port number is 23, then what should be the action? Action should be SLA class. Which SLA class list? I had created one SLA class list with name PM remote access traffic. Check this SLA class list, and prefer color, forward the traffic over internet. And if internet transport is not fulfilling the criteria, my requirement, then backup color should be what? MPLS. Then shift the traffic over MPLS. That's it. Save it. My rule number 1 is created. Similarly, I am going to create one more rule here. This time I am saying if port number, destination port number is, let's say, 443, means it is web traffic, then again action should be SLA class list and match the SLA class list from the PM web traffic, and preferred color is going to be MPLS. My preferred color MPLS, and the backup color is going to be internet. If the link quality of MPLS goes down, then it will shift the traffic. See, I have just created 2 rules. Like this, you can have multiple rules here. and I'm going to say with the default action. What about the rest traffic profile? For rest all the traffic, just allow it, enable, accept it. Or for rest all the traffic also you can match the SLA class list. For rest all traffic, if internet is behaving well, then forward towards internet. If MPLS is behaving well, then forward it towards MPLS. For rest all traffic, I'm leaving it on default for now. Just I'm going to save this policy with my rules. Save it. Application routing policy is done. Click next, and name should be same, PM traffic control policy, and save it. Now we are done with the policy. Invalid policy, add the VPN membership. Now for which VPN you want to apply this policy? For VPN 10, and in select the site list and VPN list. For which site? For all the sites I want to apply. Let's say for a particular site you want to apply, you can select that site list. I want to apply it for all the sites. And in which VPN? In service VPN HR. Done. And now I can add it and save it. Now we are done with our policy. When I will activate? Whenever I need this requirement, whenever I have this requirement. For an example, right now this policy is not activated. So if I am going to forward any traffic from branch 1 to branch 2, see how traffic will go. If I am forwarding any traffic from branch 1 to branch 2, see how traffic will go. 192.168.1.20. Let me access my vManage is another browser as well. Here will test, and here is my policy. See, I want to send traffic from branch 1, or let's say from branch 2 to branch 3. Branch 2 to branch 3. So branch 2 VS1, here it is. Go to real time and go to troubleshooting section and go to simulate flow. And in which VPN you want to forward traffic? In VPN 10 I want to forward traffic. What should be the source? Source is G0/2. You can see the source interface is G0/2. I am forwarding traffic from this interface here to here, LAN to LAN. So IP address is going to be 10.10.2.1. IP address which is running over here is 10.10.2.1. IP which is running over here is 10.10.3.1. Even you can use this IP address as a destination, doesn't matter. These all are LAN. So 10.10.2.1 is the source and 10.10.3.1 is the destination. Okay, so destination is 10.10.3.1. And which application? Let's say I am sending telnet traffic. Telnet. See, it is performing load balancing, right? Traffic is going over internet, busy internet, as well as our MPLS, right? Even here you can define the port protocol number is going to be 6 because it is TCP traffic. Destination port number is 23 and simulate. It is doing load balancing, but once I will activate this policy, it will start forwarding telnet traffic over internet and web traffic over MPLS. For web traffic, right now you can see port number, if port number is 443, then also it is performing what? Load balancing only, right? Load balancing. For all types of traffic, by default, your SD-WAN is going to perform load balancing. Now, let me activate this policy. Click on this 3 dot and activate. It is under process. On the VS Mart, we can verify the policy. The same rule will be there. Admin, admin. And if you will create this policy through command line, then these are the only command. Cisco 123, I think. Yeah. And so run policy. See the policy. What it's saying, guys? These are my SLA class list, right? SLA class list for telnet traffic and SLA class list for web traffic. Rule number 1 is what? Match. What match? Source IP address any, but destination port is 23. If my rule number 1 is saying if destination port is 23, then action is prefer the MPLS. No, MPLS is the backup color, sorry. Backup color is MPLS and prefer color is biz internet. If the port number is 443, then prefer color is MPLS and backup color is biz internet. And for rest all the traffic, default load balancing, right? And here it is applied for all the sites. Now if I am going to send telnet traffic, let me send telnet traffic 23 port number, destination port, and simulate. See, traffic is going over internet. If I am sending web traffic 443, see my traffic is going over MPLS. And any other traffic, let's say ICMP traffic, ICMP has protocol number what? 1. For ICMP packet, load balancing. How easy it is, right? Not only single policy, you will have thousands of policies on your vManage and you will activate the required policies according to the business need. This weekend, different behavior. That week, next weekend, different behavior. Morning, evening, Saturday, Sunday, weekdays, weekend. So flexible, right? Just through a single click, you can activate the policy and it will change the behavior of your entire SD-WAN fabric. And even this is, guys, just a basic of the policy. When you are going to learn the SD-WAN, you will see there are so many things. And those are the exactly same which business need. And this is the reason why more than 75% companies are using SD-WAN. If you are the traditional network engineer, if you are good enough with the routing switching, with the CCNA, CCNP, and looking to advance your knowledge, looking to master the SD-WAN technology, this is the right time to master it. To master it, must check our course once, right? Few videos are available on the YouTube for the demo purpose of the live class. You can check those videos. If you are comfortable with the teaching and the language, must enroll. Just need your 2 months. Within 2 months, you can master this modern technology. And once you are mastering the SD-WAN, it will be very easy for you to learn the other part of SD-WAN, like SD access. If you are not master in the CCNA and CCNP, then please don't start SD-WAN. First, master the NANP, guys. Otherwise, you will not understand, right, the everything in SD-WAN. Even when I am teaching SD-WAN, I am taking the reference of traditional WAN only. Every time for each topic, I will take the reference from the traditional WAN. And now I am expecting that you have learned something in this webinar, because you all have spent around 2 hours. This was the overview of SD-WAN policies. Now we have next 10 minutes for the Q&A. If you have any question, please ask. Here I am going to share you the answer. Within my capacity, I will share my answer. Yes, Ruchir, Saxena, go ahead.
सर जो अभी आपने सेशन लिया है इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग आप शेयर करेंगे?
रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगा सर,
है
मिल जाएगा,
ठीक है। अच्छा सर मैं एक चीज और जानना चाह रहा था।
YouTube पे लाइव है, वहीं पे मिल जाएगा आपको सेशन।
तो सर YouTube का सर लिंक दे दीजिए।
PM नेटवर्किंग का लिंक नहीं है आपके पास? एक मिनट भेजा,
उसमें यही सेशन है।
हाँ अभी लास्ट सेशन तो यही रहेगा ना, PM नेटवर्किंग।
ठीक है, PM नेटवर्किंग लिंक है सर मेरे पास।
ये है चैनल, ये वाला सेशन है ना, सिस्को SD-WAN पॉलिसी, अभी भी लाइव है।
ठीक 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 सर
जी। एनीथिंग एल्स?
नो सर।
या गो अहेड।
Sir, I'm a fresher for the network.
Can I learn sorting for SD-WAN?
No, go with CCNA first. See, CCNA will take hardly 1.5 months to master. CCNA and CCNP. You should always start from CCNA plus CCNP. Even you can learn the SD-WAN, brother, without CCNA plus CCNP, but you will not understand the technology. In the future, it will be difficult to grow our professional life if we have not mastered the NANP, right? So definitely you should start from NANP. First step is step number 1, NANP.
2 मिनट खत्म हो रहा है
Then step number 2,
उठा दो
Saxena ji, put yourself on mute. Step number 2, you can choose either SDN or firewall, right? And after that, there are so many things, right? You can take time of 1 year, 2 years. After that, you can go for the other technologies, right? And these are the technology. Every time technologies are updating, right? If you are learning SD-WAN today, then only it will be beneficial. If you are thinking I will learn SD-WAN after 5 years, brother, after 5 years, see, before 5 years, your MPLS was popular WAN technologies. Today, SD-WAN is the popular WAN technology. After 5 years, I don't know which technology will be in demand, right? This is the right time for SD-WAN, for the firewall. NANP, any time, right? From last 10 years, NANP is popular and it will be required in future. These two are the must learn course for network engineer, every network engineer. NANP, you can't escape it. Your door will open from here only. After NANP, if you are not interested in SD-WAN, no problem. You can directly jump to cyber security as well. You can directly jump to cloud as well. You can become the DevOps engineer, right? You can choose any technology. You can choose the service provider technology. You can choose the data center technology. After CCNA, NANP, after NANP, okay? So if you are the fresher, brother, I will not recommend you to go for SD-WAN. Yes. नेक्स्ट
सर एक चीज और जानना चाहूंगा अगर कोई पॉलिसी मुझसे गलती से डिलीट हो जाती है तो उसका बैकअप कुछ सपोज करिए मैं एक इंजीनियर हूँ ठीक है मैं बहुत सी कंपनीज को देख रहा हूँ और वहां का कोई एम्प्लॉय कोई खुराफात कर देता है और कोई पॉलिसी को डिलीट कर देता है तो कहीं से बैकअप
सबसे पहली बात तो सर मैं आपको एक चीज बताऊं एक शट डाउन कमांड भी इंटरफेस पे चलाने से ना पूरी साइट डाउन हो सकती है तो जो एक इंजीनियर होते हैं उसको पहले तो एक्सेस ही नहीं होती है कि वो पॉलिसी को डिलीट कर सके वो चाह के भी नहीं कर पाएगा
नहीं बात वो नहीं है ठीक है ना सिनेरियोज मैंने देखे हैं बहुत बार गलती से लोगों का राइट्स नहीं होते दूसरे के लॉगिन लेकर के कुछ कर रहे होते हैं एक्टिविटी उसमें कुछ से कुछ कर देते हैं तो नॉर्मली तो शो लॉगिन में कमांड दिख जाते हैं कि भाई ये कमांड हुआ या आपने कोई भी जो है वो टूल यूज कर रखा है जो शो लॉगिन का सारे कमांड्स को जो है वो ऑनलाइन वो कैप्चर करता रहता है इसमें कुछ ऐसा है कि अगर मैं देखना चाहूँ कोई पॉलिसी डिलीट हुई हो या कुछ हो
हाँ बिल्कुल ऑफकोर्स सबसे पहली बात आपके पास बैकअप भी होगा और आप ये भी देख सकते हो कि किस टाइम पे कौन पॉलिसी डिलीट किया है
ठीक है अच्छा इसके साथ क्या जो नेटवर्क मॉनिटरिंग टूल्स होते हैं इसको के वो चलते हैं
बिल्कुल चलते हैं
ठीक है सर थैंक यू
वेलकम एनीथिंग एल्स मुकुल you have raise your hand if you have anything please ask okay guys then that's all for today now if you need similar webinar on any another topic you can request and we'll definitely have one webinar next weekend
can you hear me?
After the next weekend yes Mukul
yeah so my question was like for this SD-WAN we are using the VH routers right on the ISP side right so
ISP side we are using VS
the routers which we'll be using
no.
for
In our network we are using the VS or CS
ओके तो मेरा सवाल ये है सर कि अगर ये पॉसिबल है कि मैं इन राउटर्स से पहले अगर कोई मैं फायरवॉल यूज कर रहा हूँ किसी भी वेंडर का और उस पे अगर मैंने कोई पॉलिसी लगा रखी है और इसमें भी पॉलिसी है तो वो मतलब कि कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करेगी या फिर अलाउ करेगा। मान लो मैंने कोई पॉलिसी एक फायरवॉल में अलाउ करी, ठीक है, या कोई एक पर्टिकुलर स्टैटिक आईपी, कई बार कस्टमर कहते हैं कि मुझे ये स्टैटिक आईपी है ये अलाउ करवानी है नेटवर्क में।
सर आपके डिवाइस और आईएसपी ट्रांसपोर्ट के बीच में चाहे वो फायरवॉल हो, चाहे वो लोड बैलेंसर हो, वैन ऑप्टिमाइजर हो, आईपीएस हो, आईडीएस हो, कुछ भी हो, कोई मैटर नहीं करता है। just you need to create the policy in such a way that your vanished device is reachable with the controllers. Your controllers are deployed at different location and your vanished devices are deployed at different location. There should be IP reachability, that's it. It will work.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Okay guys, thank you so much for joining. Hope the webinar was helpful for you. Bye bye, we'll meet again. Thank you.